Set 20,000 years ago during the last ice age, Alpha tells the story of a young hunter who is injured and left for dead. A wolf who came to attack him becomes his friend. Alpha is a visually stunning film with a heartwarming story. With its action-packed sequences, the film will keep you on the edge of your seat. The film begins with a band of humans crawling through dried grass. Their target is a herd of bison grazing some distance away. The tribe leader orders them to run toward the bison herd. With their war cries, they cause confusion among the animals. Humans hurled their spears at the bison. The herd runs towards the cliff and starts falling. However, a couple of bison come to a halt, and one runs back at humans. When the bison charges toward one of the young boys in the group, Keda, he gets scared and runs back, but the bison injures him and throws him to the ground. The animal then charges back at him, intent on killing him. Unfortunately, Keda's necklace becomes entangled in the bison's horn, and the beast drags and throws him off the cliff. After an action-packed start, the film returns to the previous week's events. It's early morning, and humans are preparing their spears in their village for the coming hunt. Tao, their leader, inspects the teenagers' spears as they prepare them. Then, based on the spear's qualities, he selects or disqualifies them for the hunt. The chief's son, Keda, also passes the test, and Tao gifts him an animal bone necklace. He instructs his son to demonstrate his leadership abilities. That night, the tribe performs its ritual of initiation for the teenagers who have passed the test and will join the hunter's pack. Later that night, Keda's mother, the chief's wife, says that Keda is still not ready for the hunt. But the chief says that they go hunting the beast once every season. Otherwise, they will die of hunger. His wife expresses fear that Keda might die. He is her only son, and she is concerned for his safety. She says that Keda listens to his heart rather than his spear. The next day, the hunters say their goodbyes and leave their families. Their family members cry because they know that anyone could die on this hunting expedition. During their journey, the hunters spend the night in a cave. The young hunters have their hands inked with star formations to help them navigate at night. Keda's father shows him the star formations and tells him that these are their ancestors, who will always guide them through the night and show them the way home. They can hear a wolf howling in the distance while they are talking. Keda's father informs him that it is Alpha, the wolf pack's leader. Tao tells his son that a leader is not born. One becomes a leader through his strength and leadership abilities. He teaches Keda how to be a courageous and kind leader in difficult times. Unfortunately for them, their campfire attracts a massive cave lion. It suddenly enters their circle and snatches Keda's friend Kappa away. Everyone is stunned and terrified, believing Kappa is gone forever. The following day, the hunters perform their tribe's rituals for Kappa's soul and move ahead to hunt the herd of bison. They arrive at the location where a herd of bison is grazing and where the film starts. Keda is slightly scared as the hunters group moves forward in an attempt to surprise the bison. The film flashback through the heart-stopping opening scenes. The bison shoves Keda off the cliff. Keda falls from the cliff but clings to a ledge. His father, Tao, shouts at him not to look down and not to let go. But the ledge breaks off, and Keda falls to a much lower ledge. Keda is motionless. Tao tries to go down to help him, but other tribe members stop him, claiming that Keda is no longer alive, and they do not want to lose their leader as well. They remind him of his responsibility to his people. The hunters perform a funeral ritual for Keda before returning to their village with the hunt. A vulture sits on Keda's body, thinking he's dead, and tries to eat his flesh. This awakens Keda, who has been unconscious. He is terrified to be in such a perilous situation. He calls out to his father, but no one responds. One of his legs has been broken. He attempts to climb the cliff, but the weather suddenly changes, and torrential rain lashes the landscape. The ravine below has been flooded by a flash flood. Keda falls from the cliff into the ravine's swirling waters. The water breaks his fall. The water has vanished by the next day, and Keda is lying in the mud with a broken leg. He drinks some water to regain his strength and use splinters to bind his broken leg. He goes up the cliff, calling out to his father, and discovers a memorial for him. Keda realizes that the hunters have returned home, leaving him alone. He must travel alone back to his village. The night is falling, and Keda rests in the hollow of a tree. He is terrified when he hears wolves howling nearby. The next morning, a pack of wolves attacks him while he is filling water in his sheepskin. He attempts to climb up the tree, but one of the wolves grabs his leg. Keda pulls out his spear and strikes the wolf. The injured wolf collapses, and the other wolves flee. In the morning, Keda descends from the tree and attempts to kill the injured wolf, but he is overcome by the wolf's plight and cannot bring himself to kill it. Keda picks up the wolf, takes it to the river, and washes its injury. Some hyenas are waiting to kill Keda and the injured wolf, so Keda picks up the wolf and takes it to a cave. Keda gathers water and food and eats first, then provides water and food to the injured wolf. He gains the animal's trust in this way. The wolf now allows Keda to touch and clean its wound. Keda converses with the wolf, and it appears that the wolf understands that Keda will not harm it. However, when the wolf tries to take food from Keda's arm, Keda hits it. He recalls what his father taught him about leadership. He makes sure the wolf understands that Keda is the leader, and that the wolf must obey him. So Keda eats first, and then feeds the wolf. The wolf realizes what is going on and becomes docile. As time passes, both Keda's and the wolf's wounds begin to heal. They are both sitting in the cave one night, listening to wolves howling in the distance. Keda speaks to the wolf, saying that he understands the wolf is missing its pack. He says that he also misses his parent and his home, and soon the snow will cover the sacred path, leaving him unsure of how he will return home. This scene depicts the development of a mutual bond between Keda and the wolf, who are both away from their families. Once Keda's leg is healed, he prepares to go home. He instructs the wolf to return to its own pack. As Keda walks away, the wolf follows him. Keda is surprised and annoyed, and he repeatedly tells the wolf to go back. But the wolf keeps following him. Soon the wolf starts hunting with Keda. Now they have become very good friends, and whenever Keda whistles, the wolf comes to him immediately. In addition, the wolf starts becoming protective of Keda. When he sleeps, the wolf comes and lies down next to him to keep watch over him. Keda informs the wolf that it stinks, and they proceed to bathe in the river. Keda throws the wolf into the river, where they frolic like old friends. The wolf also catches a fish for Keda, and Keda promises to always look after the wolf. He names the wolf Alpha. Soon it is winter. Keda's leg is now fully healed, and he and Alpha are now hunting boars in the snow-covered terrain like a tribe. One night, a pack of wolves surrounds them. But Alpha goes to communicate with them, and they quietly leave. Alpha is sad to see them go, and Keda realizes it was Alpha's old pack. He orders Alpha to return to its family. Alpha happily rejoins the other wolves, leaving Keda alone. Keda continues on his journey, but he is now lonely. More so than in the past, he longs for his family. The weather has also deteriorated. Keda notices some wolves eating in the distance one day and believes Alpha is also present. He runs towards the pack, calling out Alpha's name. But the ice sheet below his feet cracks, and he falls into the freezing water. Alpha comes running over and assists Keda in getting out of the water, saving his life. This is the most moving scene in the film, in which an animal and a human's friendship triumphs over the most terrifying threat, death. Keda and Alpha continue their journey towards Keda's village with the help of star formations. They discover tracks in the snow one day. Keda then notices someone sitting outside a tent in the distance. Keda is relieved to see a person, a human, once more. He runs towards that person, pleading for assistance. When they arrive at that human, they discover that he is frozen to death and that there is nothing to eat in his tent. Keda is frustrated because they have gone without food for several days, and he is now coughing blood. Keda takes the dead man's bow and arrow, and they proceed after thanking him for his help. But a blizzard engulfs them, and a pack of hyenas starts following them. Keda and Alpha flee for their lives and seek refuge in a cave. Alpha is growling as Keda prepares his bow and arrow. However, the hyenas ignore the cave and continue on their way. Keda takes a deep, relaxing breath. He has no idea there is an even greater danger within the cave. A lion appears from the shadows and attacks Keda. Alpha leaps onto the lion in order to protect Keda and begins fighting the beast. Keda kills the lion with his bow and arrow. However, Alpha has been badly injured. Keda is also constantly coughing up blood. They continue walking through the blinding snow blizzard until they come across a stone memorial that resembles the one Keda and the hunters passed earlier on their journey. Keda recognizes it and believes that the sacred path is close by. But he and Alpha are in bad shape right now. Both are losing a lot of blood. Keda has become very weak, and Alpha keeps watch over him while Keda sleeps. Keda sees the northern lights one day and is relieved that he is getting closer to home. He says that his ancestors are guiding him back home. But Alpha has become so frail that it can't stand anymore. Keda vows to care for the wolf, picking it up in his lap and kept walking. Keda is also losing strength, and the situation is dire. He collapses onto the snow with Alpha. Keda wants to sleep, but he remembers what his parents were talking about the night before the hunt. How his parents had a conversation when his mother expressed fear of his death, and his father stated Keda is stronger than she knows. This memory gives Keda new strength. He picks himself and Alpha up and resumes walking, and soon he sees his village in front of him. The villagers are taken aback and shocked as Keda walks among them, Alpha in his lap. Keda's father, the village chief, looks at him in disbelief and wonders how this is possible. Keda collapses from exhaustion, but shows him the star formation he has inked on the back of his hand, as if to say his forefathers had shown him the way. The entire village looks after Keda and Alpha as they recover from their injuries. Alpha gives birth to a litter of puppies, much to everyone's surprise. According to the village priestess, Keda has brought them home, so they are welcome in their tribe. Keda is overcome with emotions. He crawls over to Alpha and, like the other puppies, places his head on Alpha's belly to express his gratitude. Both of them have tears in their eyes. In the end, human hunters and their wolf companions go hunting together. The narrator says that the journeys we take and who joins us can surprise us. However, it is often the most difficult journeys that reveal who we are, what we are capable of, and who we love. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.